Good morning, YouTube. So I want to talk about linear voltage regulators. Right here, I've got a 6-volt linear regulator. They have what's a dropout voltage or a minimum voltage to operate in. Normally, it's about 2 volts above their output. So, being 6 volts, this would have a minimum of about 8. And I've got this voltmeter right here. It's attached to the output. And we see we're not getting 6 because I've got it running through a board that's outputting almost 6 volts. And the reason for it is a lot of us who use 6 volt and 12 volt batteries for our game cameras. And so if you attach 6 volt LED regulator to 6 volt battery, you're not getting 6 volts on the output. And in fact, I've got a chart right here. Right now I'm at almost fully discharged battery for 6 volts. And I'll raise it up here in a second to maximum charge. And I'll show you this as well. 8 battery, and the reason why that's actually okay, even though you're not getting full output, is with a 6 volt at 4 batteries, we're at 6 volts output. Where as those same 4 batteries lose charge, they drop down to about 1 volt, which is 4 volts total. Is it? Well, basically near dead AA battery, near dead 6 volt battery, but yet we're still at almost 5 volts here. So that means your game camera has an operating voltage of between 6 and 4 that we can safely assume. Its operating voltage may vary even more than that, but that is what we can safely assume because they are being powered off of, if they are being powered off 4 AA batteries. Now I put this last line in here for nickel hydrides. I have used, those are rechargeable AA batteries. They have a starting voltage of 1.2. And you see, it's about in the middle. And sure enough, your game camera will show your batteries look half dead to the game camera because they're going off the voltage. I also have it for 12 volt because some of my cameras are 12 volt. And you can see how they want to operate at 12 volts, but all of a sudden the battery starts getting low. I'm down to 8. Which sounds crazy. I mean, difference of 4 volts, but they're designed for it. And that's my point. Is even though this little linear regulator is not keeping it at 6, it's still acceptable. So while I don't use them in my game camera setup, others do. It's your choice whether you want to or not. My point is just be aware that they have a voltage dropout. Because in the end, it doesn't really matter. Everything's fine. Before I had a little way to get a constant output, and I'm going to adjust this little dial right here. I didn't, knowing that it was going to be below that dropout, I didn't want to take a risk in damaging my equipment by using it outside of its threshold, and then all of a sudden its voltage drops out and I'm shorting stuff out. As you can see, it's not too bad. Okay, now this is more or less a fully charged 6 volt battery. You see it came up a little bit. About 5, a little more than 5, almost 5.25. Let's get this up to where it wants to be happy. Just to show y'all that yes, the actuator is trying to work correctly. And I do not have the right tool for the job is the one in my hand. Alright, that's close enough. So even though the regulator has 2 volt dropout, which means it wants to be at 8, I'm at a little over 7.25, and I'm at 6 volt, almost 6 volts. That's pretty close. That's close enough. So yes, the actuator, or if I've said actuator, it's a regulator. I've got a linear actuator on my coupe. Anyway, so the regulator is working correctly. Just be aware of that dropout. Wow, I wonder how many times I've said actuator when I meant regulator. I do have an actuator. It's a 16-inch actuator. It opens and closes the coupe door automatically every day, and it works like a charm. Anyway, good luck. Hope it helps someone. Y'all have a great day.